All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the crypto bull run, everything you need to know about it. Like if you've got questions about it, if you're brand new to cryptocurrency, what the crypto bull run is, when is it going to start, how certain am I that it's going to start, and stuff like that, what to expect out of it. So let's start with, is it going to happen? Because some people are like, well, I don't think it's going to happen. It might be canceled and all that stuff. If the crypto bull run doesn't happen, I have been transported to a different reality, a different timeline. I have personally 100% certainty that we're going to have a crypto bull run. Like, I have no doubt about it based on history, and history is important. One thing you can do if you're unsure about, cryptocurrency, you're looking at it for the first time, you're like, is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Is to just do a Google search for crypto bull run history, and then click on the images tab. You'll see images of like what the price action of Bitcoin was, for example, over the course of different bull runs. We had, technically, I think the first bull run was like back in like 2011 or something like that. It was before Bitcoin actually went through its first halving. The first one that happened after the halving, and I'll explain what the halving is in just a second, happened in 2014. And then about every 4 years, we've had bull runs. The halving is basically it's basically a mathematical thing where it gets, when we have a Bitcoin halving, it gets mathematically twice as difficult and computationally twice as difficult for computers to basically produce new Bitcoin. So that's what the halving is. And so it's kind of a technical thing, but that's what it is. And for the last 3 bull runs, at least, I think it's 3 bull runs, maybe 4. No, I think it's 3. What we've had is a situation where we have the halving, and then a couple months after, the bull run starts. And so typically, here's what the pattern looks like. We have the Bitcoin halving event, which we've got coming up this coming April. And then a couple months after that, Bitcoin will do its thing, and we'll see great price action on Bitcoin itself, the OG in crypto that everybody basically knows about, everybody's heard about. It's going to do its price thing and go up in price and hopefully reach awesome heights. And then after Bitcoin does its thing, we'll see Ethereum do its thing. Ethereum is an OG, it's the number 2 big dog out there. Ethereum will do its thing and, increase in price. And then that kind of opens the door to altcoins, basically every other kind of crypto. And technically Ethereum is an altcoin too, but so all the other altcoins, basically like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Shiba Inu, Solana, everything is basically, it's game on. Like that's when things start after that. So that's kind of the schedule that I think we should expect for this coming year. Like, you look into 2024, April is the halving. I would expect by summer we'd be starting to see Bitcoin do its thing. By fall, it would definitely be doing its thing. Fall would also be a time when Ethereum is doing its thing. And then towards the end of the year, probably closer to the end of the year, is when we start to see the other altcoins really do their thing and really see good price levels in the altcoins, and I would expect the best time for altcoins to be essentially between December of next year and the following June. So like a 6-month period, or maybe May, 5 or 6 month period probably is when the altcoins are going to be a really good price point. So that's probably what we've got. If history repeats itself again, it kind of repeats and we get the same cycle that we had last time. But that's kind of what I would expect. So that's kind of the basics of the crypto bull run. I have no doubt it's going to happen. I know people who are brand new to crypto, they look at it and they go, well, there's no guarantee this thing's actually going to happen. And I would say, yeah, there's not a guarantee, but it's 99.999% certain. Like I said, if it doesn't happen, I've been transported to a different reality, a different universe. Because it's going to happen. I've got a ton of money on the line. I expect this to happen. So do a lot of other people too. So we believe in it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I have no doubt that it's going to happen. That's kind of the basics of it. I wanted to do this video because I've had people on Discord ask the question, and people in YouTube comments too also ask the question about the crypto bull run and why am I so certain it's going to happen. I've had people say on other channels like, hey, this is like a fairy tale thing, it's not going to happen, and they just don't understand cryptocurrency, and that's okay. But when you educate yourself, you kind of see the patterns, you see what's going to happen. So that's kind of the basics. Now, In terms of what to expect this bull run, I think we're going to have, as I've said in other videos, a really good bull run, like a best one ever, hopefully. You know, and a lot of that will be driven by the influx of hopefully a lot of money. I think the Bitcoin ETFs are going to be tremendously beneficial to us. You know, some people don't think that they're going to be approved. I have a hard time believing that none of the applications would be approved. I would think at least one of the applications would be approved. It would seem so weird to me, really weird to me, if we don't get at least one ETF approved. So we're going to find out really soon in the next like 2 weeks or so, because I think the deadline for the SEC to make the announcement, make a decision, is January 10th, what I've heard. And I think people have said between January 5th and January 10th is when we should expect to hear some kind of response from the SEC. So we'll know that. But assuming we get at least one Bitcoin ETF approved, it should just bring in a whole new era of investment into cryptocurrency. And, you know, with the influx of new money, I think even without ETFs, I think we're going to have more money in crypto this bull run than we had last bull run. So either way, we've got more money coming in. But we're going to really be able to see how well it works by watching the price action of Bitcoin. You know, late summer, early fall, probably. We'll be able to see what it's doing. If it pops above $250,000, especially up to $500,000, man, it's to me that signals that we're just going to have a monster altcoin season if it pops to $500,000 or more, especially. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But we'll ultimately know. We'll be able to revise some of our estimates probably at what the altcoins can do by the time we get to September, you know, of next year. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll have a better idea, because things like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash and Solana and all the altcoins will have probably, from here where we sit to the current price points, probably have risen in price a little bit. And so we'll kind of see, you know, what their staging areas are like, so to speak. Like a Bitcoin Cash has a price of like $1,000 before it really takes off. That'll give us a good idea of what we think its true potential could be, like whether it's going to hit $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 or what. It'll be a good gauge. So we'll have a better idea come September. Obviously, you know, so it's like it would be nice to know now what the price action is going to look like, but we're not going to know for several months. But that's the scoop with it. Like I said, just kind of the basics. Like I have like full confidence and faith that the bull run is coming, and I also believe it's going to be one of the best ones ever. And if you have doubts about it, the only thing you really can do is look at what history has shown. And like I said, just go to Google and search for crypto bull run history and look at the patterns, look at the dates, look at all that kind of stuff. Listen to what other people are saying, because you know there's no doubt in my mind that we're having a crypto bull run next year. So that's kind of the basics. If you guys have questions or anything, post a comment below. Also, you can join the Discord, which we've got over close to 1,200 members. We're closing in on 1,200 members now. It's growing like crazy. From people from all around the world. We talk about investing, whether it's stock investing, ETF investing, grayscale investing, crypto investing, whatever. So if you have questions about the crypto bull run, about cycles, about anything, about investing, definitely join the Discord and join the discussion, ask the question there. But I'll leave this video here for now. Hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in the next one. You guys take care.